hear me out. Hear me out. I know it's just preseason, but 27-3? What? What? Really?
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that is Let's Talk Football, and one half of the terrific tag team, my guy, South Carolina Spines, Will Kramer, that is Washington Football Weekly. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. NFL football is back, and I am here with you on Commanders Halftime Report, talking about this game and talking about, what we've seen thus far. And if you're a Commanders fan, it hasn't been that much positive. Again, I know the starters aren't in the game. I know a lot of the guys we all came to see aren't playing today, but you still want to see some kind of effort from the rest of the guys that are out there. And to be getting our butts kicked 27-3 right now is quite embarrassing. Look, we've seen obviously certain players aren't in the game. They did start Drake May, who did, by the numbers, only 3 of 5, 12 yards, and 2 carries, 16 yards, and a touchdown. None of that is major, but a lot of stuff is not just in the numbers. It's in how you play, how you move your guys down the field, how you complete passes, etc. And Drake May, came to play, only had that one drive. And again, it was against maybe the second and third team, but he looked crisp. He looked good. I cannot say the same for Sam Hartman. And you know what? I can't even just put it on Sam Hartman. I have to sit here and address the team. The team came out looking flat. I understand. Again, I'm going to keep harping on this. I understand this is just the first preseason, and there's not any of the starters or any of that in there. But the team came out looking flat. Now, when you have Ohio State's own TreVeyon Henderson taking the kickback 100 yards to start off the game, that could kind of, slow you down a little bit, put you in a little quicksand, and I understand, but this is football. That type of stuff's gonna happen. You got to keep moving. You have to keep moving, and it just does not look like we have done that. Hartman hasn't really been doing much. Now, mind you, it hasn't been that his passes aren't there, and it hasn't been that he hasn't trying to scramble out, trying to make some plays. Some of it's been the fact that he has not been able. Some of the guys have been dropping passes more. I think he's got 2 drops early on, and one on a 3rd and 15, where it's kind of like, we need you to make these catches. We need you to make those receptions, and that's played a big part. Shout out to Bill Crosby Merritt, otherwise known as Corey Crosby Merritt, who has been getting the bulk of the carries in the first half. Been doing what he can. It really doesn't show by the stats, but as far as kind of how he's been able to maneuver in space, he's been able to hit the hole, bounce back after getting cracked a couple times. He's got hit a couple times, but it really kind of making the best of his opportunity, and it looks good to see that. I really truly that was one of the guys that I was really interested in seeing prior to come into this first preseason game, knowing that we're not going to see the likes of a Brian Robinson or Austin Eckler, things like that. I wanted to see I want to see Crosby Merritt get his opportunity, get out there. Obviously, you also saw Rodriguez get in there and do things. I don't want to just keep harping on the bad. There were some highlights in this. Jeremy Reaves had a couple just monster hits. I mean, you would talk about hit stick. Came up and drilled some guys. One, they ended up calling, I believe, 15-yard penalty, personal foul. The running back was kind of going down, and Jeremy Reaves blew him up, completely blew him up, and they ended up calling a penalty. But those hits, it breathed a little bit of life into the guys, because it really has not like I said, we really come out here as flat. Noah Igbenogany, he's another one who's come out and has been playing. Ben Cornett, what's going on, buddy? Hey, yeah, Noah Igbenogany, another corner, has been out here, has been playing, making crisp tackles, and he is one of those that runs with the ones, and in the first and second team, so he's used to playing, really disciplined, big name ball, but he has been showing up, and my guy, if you know me, I love the MVP before JD5. It was Tress Way, our punter. He's been out here definitely getting in his work, and it's always good to see with him. That's just me, but I'll let that go. A couple other guys that have been interesting to see: Michael Gallup, that we acquired from Dallas, obviously, or actually he was retired. He retired last year and then ended up coming back with us, and they even asked him about that, I believe, on one of the podcasts, and he was saying, it's JD5. You know what I mean? Getting the opportunity to play with JD5. So that's always good to hear. He's got a couple good catches in here for Washington, and I'm excited to see. It is weird, and I know you guys all know. In this day and age, people get traded, and if you're a college fan, people transfer in X, Y, and Z. But it's kind of interesting to see when it's somebody that I've been really hating for so long. I can't stand that guy, and then all of a sudden he's on your team. And you're like, oh, all right, cool. I can dig it. So. He's gotten some receptions. Ben Sinnott got a catch. There was there was conversation about him. But all in all, honestly, it has been somewhat frustrating. Just the first preseason game. I'll keep harping on that. Don't crucify me because I'm coming out here and getting we getting the first preseason game. But I will say this: if you know me, I have a history with preseason games. When I was younger, when I was a lot younger, 9, we were getting blown out by Buffalo in a preseason game, and I'm sitting here crying, why is this happening? What? You know what I mean? So I love this stuff. I absolutely love it. And they actually just came back on. Got our fans are at the stadium. That's big. Going to New England. It's cool to see Mikey Sammerstill, who's from that area, kind of being over there, having, now he's not in the game, but still being around that atmosphere is really cool. So, honestly, at the end of the day, 7 penalties, 64 yards. Our special teams gave up a big 62-yard return from Gibson, gave up a big return, obviously early in the game to Henderson. Travion Henderson, those have been the major issues that we've had. Those are the things we've got to get fixed. It's the second half of a first preseason game. Obviously, this isn't the Super Bowl. This isn't week 9, 10, 11. This is early. We're getting tape on a lot of these guys. But I still want these guys to come out and show that, hey, we're in the NFL. We're playing for Washington. Have a little pride. Getting beat 27-3 right now, hard to watch. But look, I'm going to tune into this second half. You guys do the same. Join me again at the end of the game. I'll give another little brief recap on just, hey, how's it going, what I'm feeling. I'm so glad football's back, so that's why I definitely want to come out and talk to you, and I appreciate any of you that came in here and just tuned in and listened to me ramble back and forth on all this stuff. So game's about to get started back up. And I can't wait to see what we got. It's your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo. Let's talk football. I will see you guys next time. Peace, people. And, hey, go Commanders, baby. Let's go. Let's get that dub.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders